Hey guys, McLain Jones with McLain Jones Properties coming to you today. Excited to kind of recap 2025 in Tanner Plantation. What happened? What's the storyline for Tanner Plantation in terms of real estate, the real estate market, and market trends? Real quickly, I just wanted to point out this is my website. This is the Tanner Plantation page on my website. That website is mjpcharleston.com. That stands for McLain Jones Properties, mjpcharleston.com. You can get it below the video and come visit, check it out if you'd like to search homes in Tanner or just learn more about the amenities and things like that. So let's dive in without further ado. So right off the rip, we're going to jump into home price. What did that do in 2025? Can't leave though, just because I know this is what everybody wants to know, right? But stick with me till the end. So first of all, I just wanted to point out, so you see here, this is the median sales price in the middle for Tanner Plantation. So we've isolated just the homes in Tanner. And this is from, in the top right, our Charleston Regional MLS, okay? That's where this data comes from. So you can't get any more pertinent to people who live in Tanner Plantation or would like to move to Tanner Plantation. This is straight from the source. So this is a monthly chart over the last 4 years. It goes back to 2022. And you can see that every point on this chart is 1 month of one of these years. So it changes direction a lot. We have, a super low month here in December of 2023. It was down to the median price was 316. Probably just weren't a lot of higher dollar sales that month. And then up here, we had an all time high of 640 in August of 2025. So you would be right to ask, how do we make sense of this, all this data? It's like a roller coaster, it's all over the place. Well, I'm glad you asked. The way we do that is we use what's called a rolling trend, a 12-month rolling trend. And that kind of smooths out the curve without getting too nerdy about how that works. It smooths the curve out for us. And the reason that's important is because we need direction. We need to know what direction are things moving so that we can make decisions, right? So that we know how aggressive or how flexible we might need to be as either a home buyer or a home seller in Tanner Plantation. So let's look at that. Here is the exact same graph. You can see up in the top left, it's still the median sales price for Tanner. But all of a sudden, oh wow, now we have a smoothed out curve that gives us an idea of where things were headed or where they were actually. So you can see that price increased substantially over the last few years, and obviously it's been increasing for a long time. But wow, this is kind of the story right now. Is it's peaked out here in spring of 2025. Now, can that change? Absolutely. If you look back here in 23, it kind of went flat and then it rose again. So that could change. But as of the end of this past year, price was kind of going sideways. So if I'm somebody considering a move, selling a home in Tanner today, I would probably look at this and acknowledge that the numbers don't lie and say, okay, maybe I can't leapfrog my neighbor $30 or $40,000 like so many people could for so many years. Maybe I need to be a little bit more reasonable, and I also probably need to, really prepare my house well, not just throw it up there and take a couple photos with my cell phone, but actually do a good job presenting it to the buyers in our market. All right, so that is that trend. Let's move on to another one that I really like. It's called the month supply of homes for sale. What is the month supply of homes for sale? This means this is a measure of how long, how many months it would take for all of the active buyers in Tanner Plantation to buy through all of the current active listings that are on the market today if no new listings were added. So it's how many months it would take the buyers today to buy through the active listings today. All right. And you can see that that has risen dramatically over the last several years. We're now right around 2.5 months of inventory in 2025. And this has a huge impact. You ask maybe why price has kind of gone sideways. Well, because we have a lot more supply of homes. So buyers have more options. There's more competition to sell a house today. All right. And but this kind of shows both sides. It shows the supply side. It also shows the demand side, and that's why I really appreciate this graph. Um, 2.5 months is still a great market. That's fairly balanced. Sellers have some competition, but can still get a good price and sell their home fairly quickly. And buyers have enough choices that they feel like they've got options. If they can't agree to price and terms on one house, then they can wait and look for another one. So I think it's a pretty good place to be. And here we go. Last one I wanted to show you is the median days on the market for Tanner Plantation. In 2025, we hovered right around 20 days. Okay. And so why is that important? Well, to me, if, for those who are selling a home and trying to plan their move, whether they're moving out of state or trying to find another home locally, you might want to know roughly, how long to expect your home to be available for sale before it goes under contract. And that's what this is, right? And then you've got contract to close is another 30, 45, 60 days, depending on what's negotiated. You can rent back. There's stuff there, but it helps to know what to expect. And so right now, you can expect, if you do things correctly, you can expect, to sell your home within a month or so, get it under contract. All right, so that is the summary for 2025. If you have questions, please call or text. As always, if you are considering a move, I'd love to chat with you. Be honored to do that. And I hope you'll come back and continue to follow along with me as we keep you informed and out front in the Tanner Plantation market. Thanks so much.